Welcome back to the Minecraft and Mental Health series. iRock9696 here. We have a lot to do today, so I'm going to do some talking while I continue to knock down these trees. Last episode, we talked about safety, so if you missed it and you want to hear more about why safety is important, go check out the first episode. Between episodes, I did a bit of resource grinding, mostly a lot of tree harvesting and mining cobblestone, but we did also create a bit of a strip mine to get a little farther underground, and it definitely never got spooky. No, never. Okay, maybe it got a little bit spooky. With that said, I like what we've done here so far, and I definitely feel safe, when I'm not in the deep dark at least. But I am getting a bit lonely here, to be honest, so today's focus is going to be creating a solid community here to be part of. I mentioned that I did some resource grinding between episodes, and now we have everything that we need here for our next build. I figured that if we are going... Ooh, hey, what's up? I figured that if we are going to connect to the outside world and go get ourselves some friends, it would be very fitting for us to make a dock. And you hear the music, you know what time it is. It is time to hop into time-lapse mode. So here we go. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that build. I'm going to show you around a little bit. Not a ton to see here, but I like it. Cute little dock. I'll fill up some boats in this area soon. And then we can go up here, get a nice little view from this lovely little tower here. Eventually, I hope to put a beacon up here, have almost like a lighthouse kind of vibe. And also, I noticed while we were working that, hey, what's up? So we'll try not to get too close to that yet. We are a little bit underprepared. But yeah, now that we have this, I'm going to go ahead and go back down. I think we are probably ready to go on our adventure. I don't have too many set goals for the adventure. And remember that I have not, I promise I have not looked around anywhere else besides what you have seen me see here. So we're going to go on an adventure. The main goal is villagers. We are looking for villagers because we want a community, and they are extremely helpful and broken. So let's go get some villagers. All right, everybody. This is where I need to come a little bit clean about something. I tried to use a thing called the Distant Horizons mod, which is a mod that, I mean, I might throw out some video now too. It's a mod that allows you to see farther into the distance. I thought it was going to be fun and useful and beneficial to the experience of exploring. But I did go get villagers already. It was a whole fun adventure. I did not realize until after I had spent an hour or two of work getting those villagers that the extra strain of running that mod on my computer made the frame rate for my recordings go down to the single digits. So unfortunately, all of that footage is not usable. I may throw up some little bits and pieces of it, but let me show you what we do have now after I sleep, because I don't want to deal with mobs still. That's still a thing. We were able to go find a village. It was not far away. The village is maybe 500-ish blocks kind of off in that direction. We kind of took our boat out around the ocean, starting off going that way and then kind of following the land around to the left. And we actually got pretty fortunate that we found a village pretty quickly. And you can see that once we got back, you may have noticed this monstrosity over there. I tried to let the villagers out here and have them pathfind to this bed, and then the idea was they would pathfind to this bed and then they would pathfind to another bed in here once I broke this bed. But instead they both literally just started swimming off into the ocean. So I kind of had to catch them there, get them in boats, and then you can see some remnants of me using the tried and true piston method to get boats up. If you're not familiar, you can take pistons, and since boats can't normally go up, you can throw a piston like that, drive the boat on top of it, and then do that and just keep on doing that all the way up. But you can see in here that we do have 2 villagers, which means that we can start multiplying these guys and really starting to create a community to call our own. So it took a lot, and I'm sorry that the footage is not really there to show it, but I'm excited still. I'm still excited, and it is a big relief to have some more people around. And it's raining. Nice. Good timing. For those of you who don't know, the way that you multiply villagers in Minecraft is you gotta have extra beds in the area that the villagers can get to, and then you gotta give them food. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw down all this bread here, and they should share that, and then eventually we should see some hearts above their head if they have enough food. Boom, there it is. They had enough food. All you need are beds and some food, and that equals, wait for it, yeah, boom, that equals baby villager. And if, as long as I keep giving these guys food and keep having extra beds here, our community will just keep continuing to grow. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hey, IROC, I get that you want community and all, and that's fine, but like, what's the point? What's the upside? It's just, you know, why is that such an important thing? Well, look what we have behind me. We have our lectern for the episode. So, let's see. Why community? Huh? Why community? What do you have, oh great lectern? Why community? Because humans are social beings. There are definitely benefits to having community. It's one of those things that we all kind of know, but it may be hard to put into words. But there are 3 main things that we get from community according to the National Alliance of Mental Illness. The link is in the description, of course. And those 3 things are, we get belonging. We get to be part of a community, but not just, you know, be there physically. Be there and be our true self, because that's one of our core needs. Whether you're introverted, extroverted, it is important and necessary to feel like you belong. Additionally, support. These are the people who you can lean on when times get difficult, and times will get difficult. And the third thing is purpose. Doing what makes you happy, finding that fulfillment, finding that contentment. No matter what thing that you do that gives you that contentment is, it often involves doing or being around other people, like the person who somebody calls when they're going through a tough time, or if you love cooking, or if you love making art. Those are all great, but it often involves doing that around other people, with other people, for other people. So that's why community. Thanks for asking, random hypothetical person who asked convenient questions. Yeah, thank you. Alright, so I was gone from our villager enclosure here long enough to make that little recording right there, and then go replant my wheat garden, and I come back, and we already have all 5 of these beds occupied. So this is working really, really well, and there's also an iron golem outside, which is nice to have around, and we have some more plans for the likes of you soon enough, and we'll get into that later, but it's going really well, and I realize that I need more beds, which means that we need more wool, and I think it is finally time to also get a little bit of an animal setup going to really complete the groundwork for our community. So I'm gonna go lure in some sheep and probably some cows as well. So let's go do it. All right, I'm up here at the top of, oh, not the top of, but on this little hill next to our place. We got our sheep, and I have absolutely no idea how they ended up being blue. None whatsoever. None. But, oh, hey, Mr. Chicken. We might take you too, but we don't care as much. But we're going to take these sheep back down, and I'm hoping that we can find some cows along the way too. I think I saw one over here. Oh, come on. Gotta keep their interest. They are not very good at keeping their attention. Alright. Come on, buddy. Yes. I have most of the animals. Come on. Okay. Let's see if I can avoid all these little caves and get all 3 of these guys. Maybe even more by the time we get back, but let's see if I can get these guys home safely. Alright, we are almost there. As you can see, I leveled off a bit of this area down here. Kind of over by our dock, because it looked like a good place to start our little animal enclosures. Now, let's see if I can separate the cow. Come on, guys. You don't both fit. You gotta go one at a time. This is Minecraft right here. Alright, back up. Oh my goodness, still? Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, boom. I think we actually separated them first try. Got out. And Mr. Sheep. Bloop. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love Minecraft animals. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. One at a time. There we go. There we go. There it is. We have animals. I'll go ahead and feed you guys. Do I have my shears? I don't. That's okay. And, hey, cool. Forgot about the achievement. Nothing like a little baby blue sheep. Oh, that sunset's nice. I'm just going to sit here and appreciate this sunset for a moment. Whew. Now, the more keen of you may have noticed that earlier when I consulted the lectern, there was a 3rd page in that book. And the reason for that was, I told you how community is beneficial, but I didn't say how to find community. Some of you, you know, random hypothetical question guy might be like, iRock, that's great that you tell us the benefits, but I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start looking for community. Well, let's go back to the book. According to the same article that I referenced earlier, there are different things that you can consider when looking for a community. And those three things are interests. You can look for a community of people that share interests, things that you like to do. You can see some examples that I list here are sports, or reading, or video games, something like an intramural sports team or a community sports team, book club, video game club. You can also find community based on values. And the examples here are if you really believe in a charity or some kind of volunteer work, you can find community there. And the third one is beliefs. Most commonly, you'll see it in terms of religious groups or different kind of spiritual groups. So let me know down in the comments where you have found community yourself and any other thoughts that you have on the subject or anything else about the series so far. And of course, before we go today, let's do a quick recap of what we've done. Today, we had a lovely dock build to help us connect to the outside world, and then we went on an adventure, found some villagers, painstakingly brought them back and got them multiplying in this little enclosure here. And then we also went and got some sheep and some cow friends to help really tie together our community. That's all that I have for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new. Please hit those like and subscribe buttons if you did, and remember that you are valuable, you are loved, you make the world a better place, and, of course, this is iRock9696, reminding you that you rock too. I'll see you in episode 3. Bye!